Alright YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how to create Laravel CRUD operation. This is not just a simple Laravel CRUD operation, this is the advanced one. So what do I mean by advanced? So simply in all the videos available on YouTube, I just see the CRUD operation just with input text. So for the first time we are dealing with images on the CRUD operation. So let's work on the CRUD operation. So the CRUD operation resembles menu, so we can add menu. So menu simply will be the dish. We can add the dish and the dish photo. So let's see how we can add. So to follow along, I have left the source code in the description. I'll start from scratch and complete it till the project where it finishes. Now let me show you. So we are going to create the menu. Create menu is simply means we are going to add the dish. So let's click on the create menu. It will ask for the name of the menu, that is the name of the dish. So let's see, we'll add sandwich, and the menu price let's add 190, and the description about it's gonna be the medium size. So if you want to choose or add the image, you are free to go. So we have chosen sandwich. Just save it. So your menu will be saved. So now you can see the added sandwich is available here along with the price. So you see menu saved successfully, the alert message shows up, and this is the create read. So this is a read part which we have seen on the create on the C, which means CRUD, for on CRUD the C stands for create. So this is the create part. So let's see, if I save it, you will see the validation error. We have added the validation also. So we have seen the CRUD operation C, and we have seen the read. That means we can read all the data from the database, so that resembles R. Now it's time to update. So we have added sandwich, right? Now if you wish to change, if you click on edit, you are free to edit. So in this case I want to change the number to 350, and it will be something full size. And if you want to change the image, you can change it. I don't have other sandwich images, so let's add the same thing. Click on save. Now you see sandwich full sized and the price is changed. So the updation part is also working. Now you want to delete, you are free to go. Just click on delete, and it says menu deleted successfully, and the sandwich menu is gone. So this is a simple, I believe it's a complex one. This is a complex CRUD operation we are going to create from scratch. So the very first thing what we are going to do is we are going to install Laravel into our system. So for that, this is a current host. I'm not going to show this project again. If you want to see, just you are on YouTube, you can just rewind and watch anytime. So I'm closing the server and going to start the new project. Control C to quit the server. So cd ... So on the Laravel folder I'm going to create the project. To create the project, we will be reading the documentation. So we are currently using the Laravel 6. So the current version is Laravel 8. I am using the sixth version of Laravel. Just type install, and here you see this is a code for creating project through CMD. So the project name is going to be we'll type, we have already a project called menu, so we cannot have the same name. So what name we can give? So just think for a while. Yes, I have come up with a name called dishes. So copy it, right click, enter. It will take some time, so by that time let's create the database. make sure your XAMPP is running, or else your phpMyAdmin will not open. Sorry for that. This edge. So let's create a new database. The database name is going to be dishes. Let's save it in our notepad. So these are the steps we are going to create. We are going to follow to create the menu. We have installed Laravel. Now it's time to running the project. Let's see whether our project it's still installing. And yes, our project is installed. Our Laravel project installed successfully. The next step is to create the controller. So this is the 7th project we are working on. I'm not going to get into detail because we have already seen in the previous 7 videos detail about how to create controller, how to create routes, and so on. So I'll just keep on going this flow. So if you have followed the previous tutorial of mine, I have almost a 6 to 7 CRUD operation tutorial. So this is very easy for you. You don't have to worry about it. So dish controller, just copy it, paste it, enter it. What it says, because we have not get into the dishes file. Now it will run. Expected argument command name. Too many arguments. PHP artisan make controller dish controller hyphen resources. Just click enter. It says controller created successfully. Now let's check PHP artisan serve. So before serving, let's check the route. PHP artisan serve. It says on the current link we have the project is running. The next step is create route URL. So if you remember, let's open the file. It's in the Laravel folder. Dishes is the project name we are working on. So on the resources web.php, here we are going to create the resources. So here the first parameter is the URL. What type of URL you need? I need the URL named dishes, DISHES, dishes route or let's call just the dishes. And then the controller we have created with the name. So in the app, on the HTTP, on the controller we have dish controller, so we'll call it dish controller. Click on save, and now let's close the server and type PHP artisan route list. It is going to show you the list of routes. Actually PHP artisan, I made a mistake. PHP artisan route colon list. Click enter, and these are the routes list available for us. So you would be familiar with it. So that means when we want to create the input file, create menu, so we'll use this route. So if you want to display all the values from the database, then we'll show index. So if you want to save the data into database, then we'll use the store, this URL, and if you want to update, we'll use this URL, and if you want to delete, then we'll use this URL. If you want to edit, you'll use this URL. So let's see what all this really mean. So now what does our flow says? Create database and modify env file. We have to modify the env file with our created database name. So the database name created here is dishes. Just copy it, paste it, and make sure to restart the XAMPP or else it won't work. PHP, spelling mistake, PHP ARTI, artisan serve. And now your database is connected. Now let's create the index file and get the bootstrap template. So the very first thing, we'll save it W3 school. We need the bootstrap template. So now what we are going to do is, we would display all the value from the database. So to display all the values from the database, what route we would be using to display? So this is the dishes is the URL we would be using. So dishes corresponding function is index. On the controller, you have to get into the index, and you should return a view, return view, and the view name is going to be we'll say show underscore all underscore show underscore all underscore dishes is the file name. So we'll create a file name. So resources is the file where we would be creating our PHP files dot blade dot PHP. So let's open it. So we'll paste the bootstrap template in this page which we have created now with Laravel template engine, which is .blade.php. Copy it, paste it. So whenever you type dishes on the browser, let's type dishes, the controller will call index file, and the index file will call the index file will call our file, which is show all dishes. So the show all dishes consists of simply the bootstrap template. That's what we can see now. So let's name this CRUD, Laravel Advanced CRUD. Sorry for that. Just refresh it, and you can see, let's add a button here. So dot float right, and here button, what we are going to name it as create dish, or let's say add new dish. Add new dish is available. Since we are using bootstrap, we can use the ready-made available class btn primary. Now this is available. We don't need button, we need the anchor tag, and href is going to be, so we are going to create the file. We are going to create a dish. So to create, we should use the URL called dishes/create, dishes/create. Fine. Now we have to see the corresponding function dishes/create, which is create, closes env, closes web.php, and the corresponding file is create, and we need to return a file. Add new dishes. Just copy it, control and paste it, save it, add underscore new underscore dishes dot blade dot php. Click enter, and now if you, let's rename it, add new dish, click refresh. Now if you click on add new dish, it is going to return the create function and this view is returned. Now here we will add the form, which is simple. Let's add form. We'll leave action and method for now as blank, and let's add the required fields. So before creating, let's create a model, so that model will create the table. So let's create a model. To create a model, exit the server, exit from the live server, and you have to type php artisan make model, and the model name is going to be dish model, and /m. The /m will create the migration file. If you see, the migration file will be available. Where can we see the migration file? On the database, on the migration. So here create dish is available. At present we have id. So what are the columns that we need? So simply we need 1 2 3 4 columns. The first one is name, which is the dish name, dish underscore name, and it is going to be string. And the second one is going to be price of dish, price 8/2. This is simply the decimal .00. And the third one is going to be description. This is slightly bigger, so we'll use text, and here we'll call it as dish underscore description. And finally we have image, and here we will be storing the image name, so it is string dish image. So let's save the column names for our future use. Name, dish price, dish description, dish image. Now we have to run this file. So to run it, we have code called php artisan migrate. So before typing, let me show you the database. So how does our database looks like? It is blank right now. Once I run this code, you will see some table would be created. If you click on dishes, previously it was blank, now it is migrated. So these are the files which is automatically created just by typing php artisan migrate. So now if you see, if I click on the model which we have created right now, these are the column names which we have generated: price, description, image, and these two came from the timestamp. So fine, our database table is ready. Now we need to insert the values into the database. So we have migrated. Now it's time to design the form. Form group, label, dish name, input type, it is going to be text. Will have class of form control, and then we have name as dish name without underscore. We just have to copy this some more time. The name, price, what else we have, description, and finally the image. Input type file, image, and here whenever we are using input type file, we should use encrypt type equal to multipart slash form data. And now once I click on submit, the submit button is missing. We don't need label here. We need our input type, submit, value, save, btn success. We don't need the name attribute here. And now once I click on submit, the data should be stored on the database. So for that, to store, so we have a URL related for the store, which is store. We have to pass the URL dishes. The URL is going to be dishes, and the method, corresponding method. So this method is really important. We have to focus on store dishes, and the method is post, capital POST. Now the corresponding function which is going to handle these form values are the store function. Where is store function? Now what we are going to do is we are going to fetch all the values. So to fetch all the values, we can simply have to call this, and then the name. So here the name is the name here is dish name. Likewise we can handle it. So what we need to do is we have to call the model here. To call the model, use app slash and then the model name, which is dish model. And now with the help of this model, we need to create an object. So creating object is really easy here with the help of new object name underscore obj. So this is actually the reference. It is actually the reference. I should say reference, but I'm making it object. Fine, no issues. We can name anything. So this object will have the property. The property is simply the column names. So these are the column names, and we'll store the values from the input field. This is a request which have the input field name, dish name. So likewise we have to copy paste it. The second column here is going to be price, and the corresponding input field is dish price. And then we have third one, which is description, dish description. And the fourth one is going to be image, which is tricky. We will work on in a minute. To save it, what you have to do is you just have to pass save function. That's it. It's really very simple. What it is saying: unexpected token equal to, actually dollar should come. It's a PHP, not a JavaScript. Now this should do. Let's try add new dish. I think we have not started the server. Control C, PHP artisan serve, click enter. Server is ready. By the time it should reload, it has not reloaded. Let's click the enter, click dishes, click on add new menu, dishes, we have forgot to use forward slash, add new dish slash, add new dish. So one more thing, whenever we use form we should type @CSRF. So that is not the mistake here. If you see, this error is coming from another view. On the resources, where is the resources? This is dishes, show all dishes, and here we have a button forward slash, and now if you click you can see the input field. Now let's try to insert pizza, 150 rupees, medium sized, and if you wish to choose, you can choose anything. At present we have not written the code for inserting the values. If you save, we'll just get the blank screen. If not the blank screen, column not found, dish image on the controller. So this is dish image, actually dish underscore image should come. Let's get back. Let's try to add one more time. We have not added any validation, so I'm skipping the image one. Dish image cannot be nullable, so let's try to insert the dish as well. So my point is to show you, by this we can simply add the values into database. That's what my point is. So I believe now it would have saved. So data is saved. Now if you see, the dish image is making an issue. So before that, let's add the validation. For the form, which is really very simple. So this is how we write the validation before saving it into the database. So the form fields, the first one, what are the fields? Let's get the field name as well. Dish name, dish price, dish description, and dish image. So we'll use the dish price, dish name, and likewise dish description, dish image. Fine, this image we'll use. So if this is blank, what we need to do, we need to show the error. So to show the error, we have to get into the form. Just above here we have to type error display where is it? What it should have, error. Displaying validation error. So this code will help you to display the validation error. So let's try submit without inserting values. Refresh it, click on submit. It says these fields are mandatory. Fine, that is working as we needed. Now what we need to do is we have to insert validation for the image. So that is also simple. Copy the same thing, and this time it's image. Where is image? Dish image, which is required. Why we are writing this separate is because if we have a request Inside the request we have the image. If we have image, then validate. The validation is it should be nullable, it should be file, it should be image, it should be of type JPG, PNG and JPEG, and it should be of maximum 5 MB. So if there is an image, then use the validation. If there is no image, then what you have to do is else we'll create image name equal to, we'll use some blank image. So I have already used the blank image. Let's see it is available or not. On the C drive, XAMPP, where is htdocs, Laravel, dishes, public, not public, public, the folder is blank, so we have to copy paste the folder on the htdocs, Laravel, menu, public. This is the folder name. I have cutted it and pasted it, which we already have. So this is the folder. We have a blank image called no image.png. So if there is no image, then display this image, which is no image.png. so this is simply the name. Fine. Now what we need to do is, if there is image, then the next step is we have to push the image into the folder and we have to rename the image. So that's the code. If there is image, then change the name to the date with the unique ID, and then we have the extension of the received image, and then we have to move this image to the public folder. The folder name we need to create it, and we'll call it with the same name with the previous uploaded underscore imgs. Where is new folder? Uploaded underscore imgs. Copy it, and this is the folder name where our new images will be saved, and this is the new image which will be saved on this particular location. So once this is done, we have to pass this image name to this. Now let's try to upload the image and check. At present it would be blank. If there is no error, we have an error, which is this is for else, this is for if, semicolon. And the only thing is, this folder should contain only one image, which is the blank image. Dishes, public, the folder is blank. We haven't created the folder, I'm sorry for that. I think we have created it on the previous projects folder, and this image should contain the blank image. Copy it, paste it. Now let's try to upload. Let's see the database. We have only pizza. We'll use noodles. Price is 150. Small plate. Let's upload the noodle image. On the desktop we have uploaded images. Where is noodles? Click on save. The app didn't start in the required time. Okay, this is this error. Fine, no issues. Now let's check our database value is inserted or not. Yes, it is inserted, and it says the blank image is inserted. Why blank image is inserted? If it is not equal to nothing, Now let's try again. Refresh. This time pasta. 200 large plate. Upload the image of pasta. Click save. Let's check the database. Again no image, where we are making the error. Now let's try to validate without inserting the image. Yep, it is not getting inside this itself. Actually this is the column name, I believe. We have used dish. I'm so sorry for that. So these are the requests. Save. Refresh it. Noodles 150, anything, save. Noodles is saved or not? Noodles is saved. It is getting saved. Why? The only thing that could make this wrong is because we are not passing the dish image. If request dish image is not equal to blank, then validate the dish image, then move the dish image to the rename the dish image and move the dish image, and the image name is set. Now we have passed the image name. Checking for the validation. Validation itself is not working. So let's try it without else. So the code is going to run from top to bottom. So let's try this. If it is there, then the image name will be changed. If this is blank, then the image name is going to be no image. Type something. Let's first check the validation. Validation is not running. Actually the thing is, we have not added the validation. So if we don't add this image, then it would be normal no image.png. That's what it happened. And now if I try to add something, click on save, then the data is getting saved. That means our image is available. Now let's check the folder. You can see the folder is also getting populated. That means the data is also getting inserted and the folder is also getting populated. Fine, our code is working. Now store the value to database and validation, and let's give the success message and redirect. To give the success message, so we'll simply add the code. The code is also available on documentation. Session has message called flash, and here the first parameter is going to be the key. Let's give the key as status, and the second one is name, so the value. So what message we need? Dish inserted successfully, and then we want to redirect. Return redirect, and the name, which is show all dishes, which is our index file. And now we want to display the session flash message. So for that we'll simply add session we have a function called get. So with this we can simply add, let's try. Okay, on the index file, before after container, we'll add if at the rate if, which is Laravel template string, if session has the status at the rate end if, then what we need to do is we have to create a div with class alert and alert success, and we need a button with class close, and here a data dismiss, which is alert, which is simply the bootstrap class, and here we have to display the message. So use the template literal, and here session get status. If we refresh, let's see if there is no error. So if you click on add menu, here add dish, we need to get to the back, we need the back button with refresh it, click on back, index page, click on add new. Let's try to add. If the error, if it is successful, then it should redirect to the home page with the success message. Actually we have to pass the route, not the file name. On the controller, the route here is dishes. Click save. It says dish inserted successfully. Fine. Now we could insert the value. Now we need to display the values which is inserted on the database. Let's clear these values. Let's try to add one original value. Pizza 150 medium sized, the pizza image. Save. I'm sorry for that. Now at present we have one values into the database. Now what we need to do is we need to fetch that. So simply on the controller we have to get into the, what is the code, index file shows the index function, gives the redirects to the index function redirects us to the index page of this particular CRUD operation. So here use the model and get all the values from the database using the function all, and store it into a value called dishes with $, and you have to pass this value to the view, which is we have to pass this value to the HTML or the PHP file with the function with, this is key, which is dishes, and the value here is simply the PHP value. Now we can access this dishes value in our file. So here we cannot just display it, we need to display the table with this, which is bootstrap table. We have table row and we have table data. The first one is name, the first one is ID, the second one is dish name, and the third one is dish price, and then we have dish description, and then we have dish image, and finally edit and delete. td delete. Let's see, this is the header, and now at the rate for each, and this is a value which we got, and we will be iterating it from one by one at the rate end for each. Just iterate these values, and here we have to use PHP literal and a $D with ID. The same way, likewise, dish name, price, description, image. So here the column name we have already copied it, name, price, description, and finally the image. And let's see, if there is no error, we should see all the values. So dishes, do we get dishes? Let's simply pass it like this, which is dollar. It says it is empty. Yes, it is empty because we have not inserted anything. Let's insert it. I think we have inserted pizza, but where it gone? Data inserted successfully, it says, and the value is not getting inserted. So there is some problem on the controller. This save function is not working as we intended. So actually we are redirecting just after populating the public file. So we are not running this file. Whenever we write return, the code below them is skipped. Fine, no issues. Now let's add again. Now this time it will be added. Save, and now you see the value is available. Let's delete the echo part, and now we have to pass this into a URL. We need to get image tag and asset /, the name of the folder, which is upload_images, and then we need to pass this. Actually this one should end here. Now we should see the image, which is too big. We have to use the height as 100 and the width as 100. Now just pass this image tag inside the TD. Cool. Now let's try to insert one more thing. Noodles 200, large plate, image of the noodle, save. Noodle is also available. Fine, it is working. Now the next step is edit. So if I click on edit, the edit should be a button with anchor tag, class btn warning, and here we have to see the route list php artisan route list. I think we have a spelling mistake. Artisan route list. So the editing part, we have to redirect it to dishes slash the id slash edit, dishes slash the id slash edit. So the id here is this one, and the corresponding function is definitely the edit. Where is the edit? Corresponding function is edit. On the controller we have edit, here it is. And now we have to, what should happen when I click on edit? The details should be populated to this file, which will show in a minute. So we have to create a view first, a return view edit dish. So let's create, add new dish, just copy it, paste it, and just rename it as edit underscore dish dot blade dot php. Click enter, which is going to be very similar. So let's run the file and show you. php artisan, so click enter. Add new. There is a syntax error on the controller. Back, click on edit. So we just have to rename these files. So rename the edit dish, which is simply the same. We don't have to do anything. Just we need to make sure the URL where we are passing here, the edit is done. Now it's time to update. So when I click on submit, the update part is here. So the URL is dishes slash now we need to get the values. So if you see, the ID is available. With the help of ID we can simply pass, get the model, and find the related column and store it into a variable called dish, and then pass this with the view. Now we can access this over here, $dish just ID. The same way we have to use value which is dish name, dish underscore name, which is the column name. We'll copy paste it in a minute. So let me copy paste this in all the fields. We'll leave the dish image as it is. The column name, dish price, dish description. Fine. Once I click on submit, the value will get into the corresponding function. The corresponding function here is update. So I just know it by the route list, which I have seen a million times, not a billion times, at least 100 times. So now if you see, the submitted value, we just going to get the same thing as we did for the store. And here the simple thing is, we'll use the validation in a minute. Validation is going to be common, and we'll look at this in a minute. Just skip the image part. Then instead of using new, we have to use again the find, and then we pass the $ID, and then this updated successfully. So that code, this code will work perfectly. Now it's time to work on this one. So you have to understand the logic here. So updation part, we want to update. If we want to update an image, consider again, if we want to update an image, what we need to do, we need to add the new image and delete the old image. So if you see, I think it's running. So let's see, if I want to click change the image, if you see, change some of these values and the image also, click on edit. I don't know why it's taking so much long. Control C. PHP artisans, yes, it is running. And now if you see, pizza has come, dish price has come, description has come. Now the old image pizza is there, and the new image, we have to run a logic here. So if you see, I have pasted the code. Now if there is an image, so before that, previously whatever I have found, I have got the single row with the help of ID. I have used it over here to check whether there is an image or not. So now if there is, the image is submitted, so it says if the request has the image, then validate it. Then after validating, I want to delete the previous image. So before deleting the previous image, I'm just making sure that I'm not deleting the blank image. I'm just making sure the image which is already present on the folder is not linked with the no image. If it is not linked, then what we need to do is, we have to get the old image, which is usually will be the date with ID. This is the old image, and then unlink it from the folder. After unlinking it, I need to get the new image from the request and store it into the image name, and then the same process, give the name, unique name, and pass it to the uploaded folder. That's it. Now let's try. So before trying, let me delete all these values and start from scratch, so that we can know what we are actually up to. Let's delete the value from the database as well. Check all, delete. I'm adding right now. If I refresh, I'm adding pizza right now. Let's add the image of pasta. Click on save. Now if you see, I'm giving the name as pizza but uploading pasta. So on the folder, you should see the, where is view, we should see the pasta only. But I don't want pasta, I want to edit it to pizza. So in this case, after submitting, what should happen? The previously added image should get deleted, and the newly added image should get placed on the folder. So let's see if there is no error. Post is not supported. Actually there is an error on the file. So if you notice the route list, there we have to see the method. So the method for updation is put. So we have to explicitly on the edit, we have to explicitly use, we need to make sure that we have post, and on explicitly we have to use me method put. And now if I refresh, let's check whether it is updated. It is not updated. Let's try again. Refresh it, click on edit, and let's now correct the image as pizza. Click on save. Unlink is a directory. So let's check the folder name, uploader underscore images. That is fine. What it is actually saying is I unlink I think this is what making the issue. Yes, the mistake is the folder, we have the column name as dish underscore image, not the image. Now let's edit it. Let's try to add the pizza. Click on save. Pizza is added, and now if you see only one image is there, that means our previously added image is gone. Well, that seems to be a good news, that we are able to update the image without any mistake. The last thing is delete the added menu. So let's try to add one more thing. If I leave it blank, there is no blank image, so let's have this blank image on our folder, and if I refresh, I should see the blank image. No image available. Let's edit it. Actually it is pasta, and now it should not get replaced, instead it should get added. Undefined image name. So it is not getting this image. So this whole block, in this case it is going to be skipped because the image name is this one. Then the else part, here the image name is undefined, it says. There is a mistake with the if else. Now let's add the pasta. Now the previous image should not get replaced. And it is also not added. Let's try to add again. Add pasta now. And the mistake here is we have to pass the request and then the dish name. Click on save. Where is pasta? No such file directory. So let's see. Pasta is also not added here. click on edit, save. I'm sorry for that. It says no such file or directory. Okay, there has been a mistake, that's why it is not going, not getting looped. Now what we do is we'll manually add some classes and get back there, back, edit it, and we'll make this as blank. What happened to pizza? htdocs public uploaded files, the image no such file or directory. Let's try to add some other image. There is some error here. Let's see what it is. Here actually the value will be coming from the model, and the column name here is underscore image. Let's try it. Delete all, check all, delete. Refresh, add, we'll add pasta now. Click on save. So let's try to rename it to pizza. Click on save. Working successful. And now let's add the blank image, not pizza this time. Click on save. Blank image is also available. Click on edit, and then let's add noodles. Noodles should be updated, and the dish model is making issue. Where is it? Actually it is this one. Click on save. What happened to the noodles image? It is not getting saved. Let's see what is the issue. It will not get here. Fine. And now if you see, let's add the noodles and click on save. Image name is not set. And now let's see, let's add the else block here as well. Then the image name should be coming from the request. Noodles, click back, edit, add noodles, save. Where is noodles? Noodles also not pushed. Let's manually add. No image, ignore all. No image dot png. Now we should see the image. Edit, add noodles. Yes, there was the error with the code which I have previously created. Fine. Now what happens is, previously it was the database has the no image, so what it does is it skips the whole thing and it fails to add the uploaded image. In this case it is Noodles was not able to add it, but now it is getting added. So now let's try again with the blank image. Pizza, noodle, pasta. Let's add the pasta. Now it should be blank. Blank is there. If we click on edit and if we click the pasta should be updated. You can see only 3 images there. Fine, that is working. Let's work on the delete. So on the index, so here we have to do one thing. We have to create a form here. Why form? Because without form we cannot use the method. We need to use method. That's the reason why we are using form. And it should have input type submit, value, delete, and then the class btn delete, and I have to check the route list php artisan route list. Delete is the function we have to use. So @ method delete, and the URL is dishes slash it's simply the dishes slash, we have to pass the ID and the corresponding method that is going to handle is the delete method, which is similar. We have to delete the image and then use the model to find. We have already used the find here. We got this. So if the table, the column which is dish image is not equal to no image dot png, then we have to unlink the previous image. That means we have to delete the previously added image. To unlink the image, we already have the code. This is the image from the database. We call it old image and we are unlinking it, and then we have to delete it. And then we have to use a session to pass the message. Let's save it and try to delete it. We have not run the PHP artisan serve. Session is undefined, $session. Actually session does not require $. Anything which is anyway it is going to be deleted. Invalid datetime format, correct decimal value. Okay, we need to pass a number 50. So let's try to delete this. Page expired, that means @csrf is missing. On delete @csrf. So what we need to do is, let's delete this pizza image and check whether the image is getting deleted or not. Page expired, why is it this? Are we passing the correct URL? Delete is the method. Dishes, dish, destroy, seems right. So you see, it is actually dollar, not dollar, the arrow. Delete. Unlinking is the problem again. Actually it got deleted. Refresh it. Let's try to, actually the code got stopped in between, that's why the images got deleted. But let's delete the pizza. Let's delete this pasta. I see pasta deleted successfully, and the pasta image should also get deleted. Fine, that is working. Now let's delete the noodles also. Noodles also got deleted. Fine, our code is working as we intended. To follow along, I'll leave the source code in the description. Thank you so much for listening.